Most people toss stray hair clips in the drawer. CleanTok influencers microwave them, pull out 1,000 out of their dresser, and wash them for 45 minutes straight, calling it relatable content. This is a manufactured side of CleanTok. But I'm not talking about the influencers using 47 cleaning products to blow up their toilet and inhale 3,000 different chemicals, or sticking toilet paper rolls in the bowl to teach you how to properly clog it. I'm talking about the ones manufacturing messes that don't exist and cleaning items that are already clean, because apparently real life isn't messy enough for content. They post videos washing spotless makeup brushes for 30 minutes and creating disasters just to film cleaning them up, all while raking 100 million views and burning through hundreds of gallons of water for content nobody asked for. Hey queens, your bestie here, Alyssa, and today I'm breaking down 2 calculated ways CleanTok influencers are manufacturing staged content that's so obviously rage bait, it hurts. If you want to get 57 million views on TikTok, you need to stage your content. Here's the formula. Bulk order 1,000 hair clips off Temu, shove them under your bed because that's where normal people store their hair accessories, and film yourself washing them for 45 minutes straight. Let's do some basic math here. 1,000 hair clips, 1 per day, 2.7 years worth of hair accessories, which means she either been hoarding them since 2022 or, which is more likely case scenario, she ordered them in bulk last week off Temu specifically for this video. I'm gonna go with option 2. Ladies, quick observation. You don't need gloves anymore to protect your skin. You can just roll down your sleeves. You're welcome. She demonstrated washing for clips on camera. If she actually washed all 1,000 in the same water, how did she know which ones she'd already scrubbed? She didn't, because they were never dirty. Then she drains $150 worth of water, 60 gallons down the sink. Gone, wasted, for hair clips that are never dirty. And she lays them out in perfectly arranged rows to dry. End of story. Nobody asked for this content. This is textbook rage bait. It's a waste of money, waste of water, waste of resources. This is pure manufactured garbage designed to make you stop scrolling. And yet somehow creators like her get millions of followers for it. Then there is a small subcategory of the robot vacuum trend. Not regular cleaning videos, no. I am talking about creators dumping items on the floor specifically so they can film their Roomba picking them up. It's a theater of absurd with the vacuum as the main character. Let me clean up this totally real mess in my dog's apartment consisting of paint palettes, scattered markers, loose buttons, actual marker drawings on the floor, and some baking powder for good measure. Just a typical Tuesday afternoon. The poor dog looks petrified. Apparently, her kids and the tiny dog woke up one day and decided to pursue a career in abstract art, grabbed some markers and got to work. Her kids are old enough, and this is a very staged mess. But sure, let's pretend she didn't just spend 20 minutes arranging art supplies just to film a robot vacuum doing the laps. Regular people vacuum when their floor needs it. These creators are staging entire videos for robot vacuums like they're directing a short film. Coming soon to a theater near you. Roomba the Exterminator. Let's drop some eggs on the floor and shoot it in 4K. Some people are deliberately staging messes and trashing their entire apartments, posting it as a real-life content. It's a manufactured chaos. This type of content is neither relatable nor educational. It's deliberately staged, and people will do anything for the views. Now we get to the pre-cleaned items, things that are already spotless, getting a 45 minutes deep clean, using insane amount of dish soap and disinfecting sprays, slightly stained storage containers getting washed like they just survived a natural disaster. These brushes look like they never touched makeup. Look at the water. It stays the same and not getting darker. There's not a trace of makeup. And why are we washing the same brushes twice? Because those brushes were never dirty and the surfaces were already spotless. But apparently filming yourself washing something that's clean for 30 minutes is peak content now. We're watching someone wipe down surfaces that were wiped down yesterday. And it doesn't stop at makeup brushes, does it? Here's another creator washing her entire makeup and skincare collection in a bathtub. But pause right here. Look at the counter. It's spotless. This is how you know she just pulled out every single product from her drawers and cabinets to create this cluttered look before filming. Because a girl's counter gets messy, sure, but this is a staged chaos. If a bottle gets greasy, you know what would have worked just fine? A Lysol wipe. But instead, we're filling an entire bathtub to clean containers that were never dirty. This isn't cleaning. This is performance art disguised as hygiene content. Necessity cleaning is when you clean something that actually needs it. Your dishes, your bathroom, your floors. Fake necessity cleaning is when you invent a problem that does not exist and film yourself solving it, calling it a routine. This creator just pulled out 500 makeup sponges out of her drawers to wash them in a bathtub. This is not a collection, it's a bulk order for content because a sponge, a beauty sponge, is designed to get wet and dirty. That's their entire purpose. But apparently these sponges need a monthly spa with a lukewarm water and soap. This is my favorite part. Here's what doesn't add up. The top layer sponges have makeup stains on the side, and not the tip where you actually apply makeup, the side. Looks like someone took foundation, splashed it horizontally just for this video, and the bottom sponges, if you look closely, spotless, brand new. She's wasting 50 gallons of water for sponges that were never dirty that she bulk ordered and splashed with foundation to wash specifically for this video. This is not cleaning. This is creating a problem or inventing a problem and filming yourself solving it, calling it relatable content. This is what happens when content becomes more important than function. Problems get manufactured. Because I washed my makeup sponge doesn't hit as hard as monthly sponge day spa routine. Now we have empty native body wash bottles, which she's washing in the bathtub before recycling with hot water and soap. Look, I'm all for recycling, of course, but this is not eco-friendly behavior. This is eco-theater, and this is where my brain started screaming. The bottles were already clean on the outside, spotless, but she's scrubbing them like they just came out of a dumpster. And here's the best part. Body wash bottles have soap residue inside. That's what body wash is. Soap. So if you add a little bit of water and shake it, the bottle cleans itself. That's how soap works. But apparently we need to wash soapy bottles in a soapy water with extra soap because one layer of soap was not enough. We need soap inception. She filled an entire bathtub for this. That's 30 to 40 gallons of water to clean bottles that were never dirty in the first place with soap that was already inside them. This is not helping the environment. This is performing environmentalism for content, using more resources than just simply tossing them in the recycling bin. This brings us to the next chapter of Sunday resets, or Sunday performances as I call it, for an audience that finds comfort in watching strangers clean already clean houses. There's got to be something magically mesmerizing in watching someone loading minimally dirty dishes in a dishwasher, opening her cleaning product drawer, which happens to feature exclusively one brand, what a coincidence, and wiping down surfaces that were already spotless. Look at the couch, not a crumb, not a stain, not a pillow out of place, the surfaces gleaming, the window spotless. This is not a reset. This is a photo shoot with a sponge. She's cleaning a clean house, resetting a space that was already set, organizing that was already organized for content. And people in the comments claim this is so satisfying. What exactly is satisfying about watching someone wipe down a counter that has no mess on it? Where's the before and after? Where's the transformation? This is like watching someone fold laundry that's already folded. You know what actually be very satisfying? Watching a real mom tackle her messy house on a Sunday. This is real, relatable, motivating. I feel like influencers wake up in the morning and think, What kind of performative nonsense product wasting content am I going to film today? Oh, I know. Let's start with an innocent fridge that can't defend itself in court for fake stains defamation. Then, of course, wipe down the non-existent dust and dirt from counters. They're so spotless it makes my eyes hurt. Then load perfectly clean dishes that just came out of a dishwasher this morning back in the dishwasher. Give our kitchen sink a heart attack by overloading it with 20 different products. Terrorize the couch for 100th time this week, and get evicted by destroying perfectly clean floors and flooding our downstairs neighbors. The final chapter of our trip to the CleanTok jungle is OCD cleaning, which is not an actual OCD. It's a performance anxiety disguised as hygiene.
I change my bedding every single day. Some of you guys don't believe it, but believe it or not, it only takes me 38 minutes. First thing first, we have to open all the windows and doors, of course. Grab yourself a Red Bull and absolutely get your favorite cleaning product. You know, before I used to get so many questions on why do you change your bedding every single day, and most recently I'm getting so many people saying I've started doing this and I'm obsessed. Truth be told, who doesn't love fresh bedding? Like, honestly, who doesn't?
There's so many triggers in this video, I genuinely don't know where to start, but let me try. First, the shelves are overflowing with products. It looks like she just ransacked a cleaning aisle at Target and decided to recreate it in her bedroom. If this is a space issue, I have questions. Because you're telling me you do not have room for a proper storage solution, but you have space for an entire home goods section worth of cleaning product. And let me be clear, overconsumption mixed with OCD is dangerous. It is turning a mental health struggle into a shopping addiction and calling it self-care. This is not organization, this is hoarding with better lighting. Then there's this 40 minutes. Who in the world has 40 minutes in the morning to scrub down their bed frame and iron their linens? Part of me wants to believe this is rage bait, that she's performing for an audience, that nobody actually lives like this. But then what about those shelves? Which makes it worse, because if this is performance, she's monetizing mental illness for views. Either way, this is not aspirational, this is not motivational. And the fact that this has hundreds of thousands of views means we have normalized watching people do nonsense on camera as long as the lighting's good and the products are aesthetically arranged. So once you spend 40 minutes cleaning your entire bed frame each morning, the next logical step would be covering your entire apartment in plastic before a one-day trip. Because if invisible dust on a bed frame is a crisis, just imagine what 24 hours could do.
The first thing I do when I come back from a 22-hour journey is sterilize my suitcase. Typically, a few hours before I have to leave, I dust guard my whole bedroom. So I lay this sheet over my bedroom, cleaning aisle, radiator cover, vanity, you name it, I'm protecting it. I don't know about anyone else, but when I come back from a 22-hour journey, the last thing I want to do is...
You know, normal people cover their furniture in plastic when they're painting, but CleanTok influencers buy several industrial-sized rolls of plastic wrap covering their entire apartment like they're gearing up for a dust home invasion. At this point, I truly believe this is pure rage bait for content, deliberately designed to make people mad just to get a reaction, especially since she starts deep cleaning regardless. And the most outrageous part that gets me is the waste. Like we don't have enough plastic problem in the world. Honestly, at this rate, the next viral trend will be influencers wrapping their toilets in plastic while they're using it, just so it doesn't get dirty. It feels like we've completely lost our sense of creativity and authenticity. The goal isn't to be genuine anymore. It's to do something outrageous for clicks. I need you to know that she's not the only creator that does these sorts of videos. This is a very fast-growing subcategory of CleanTok, of cleaning things that are already clean. My favorite part is where she vacuum washes her carpet stairs after a handyman comes over. Listen to what she has to say.
First thing first, no outdoor shoes indoors. But today that was tested because I had 2 delivery men fixing something in my bedroom and off they are on the stairs with their outdoor shoes. So of course I followed them up with my blue disposable shoe covers and told them put them on please.
My brain just went into paralysis because apparently making someone wear disposable shoes is a biohazard event that requires industrial cleaning. And here comes the big reveal. The water in the tank, which should be brown or gray or literally any color that indicates dirt was extracted. Oh look, there's a couple hairs in my dust bag. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? This type of content is making me truly mad. It's mocking authentic creators who provide real relatable content. This is not cleaning. This is not OCD. This is manufacturing anxiety and calling it relatability. Let's promote the idea that a washing machine needs a bath every single day. How dare you, spending your precious time tending to your family when you should be on your knees scrubbing down your washing machine on a daily basis. It's making us believe that normal level of cleanliness isn't sufficient, that dust is dangerous, or a handyman walking through your home? Oh boy, It will require a decontamination protocol. Your house is not dirty, her house is not dirty, the water was clear, the bed frame did not need scrubbing for 40 minutes, the plastic was completely unnecessary. This type of content cosplaying mental illness, and it's making people believe that their perfectly normal homes are contaminated. OCD is a real disorder. This is not it. This is influencer anxiety repackaged as aspirational content. And the only thing that's being cleaned here is your perception of what's clean. Let me know in the comments down below if you watch CleanTok, if you are a clean freak, and what's normal cleaning for you. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure talking to you as always. I would really appreciate if you subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.